The Young and the Restless spoilers. Victor refuses to back down. Matt's bold move backfires. The Young and the Restless spoilers document that Victor Newman, Eric Braeden, resolved a lingering and very serious personal issue. Then, moments later, he addressed an annoying business issue. Seeing Phyllis Summers, Michelle Stafford, and Matt Clark, Roger Howarth, in the background at the Genoa City Athletic Club allowed viewers to assume what was coming. Seasoned fans knew that Victor was going to address Matt's choosing to remove his ankle monitor. The lady with suddenly restored sight, Nikki Newman, Melody Thomas Scott, massaged her husband's ego, and Victor apologized. She asked him to handle Phyllis and Matt. He did both in classic mustache style. Nikki and Victor were in the middle of love-birding back to each other. Yes, that hyphenated word applies to the relationship and various marriages and breakups YNR's most famous couple have enjoyed and endured. Phyllis never sees her approaches as improper. She was irked that Matt appeared to have left town without saying goodbye after cavorting, and impulsed into disrupting Victor and Nikki's mutually sweet relationship repair. Victor gave Phyllis the remnants of arabesque because he was genuinely thankful she helped to save Nick Newman's Joshua Morrow life. She knew that the company was destroyed, so lambasting Victor was nonsensical. Among every person in Genoa City, Wisconsin, Nikki is the only one who could coerce the great and powerful Victor Newman to admit that he was wrong. While he didn't use the word wrong, he did say that kicking her off the ranch wasn't right. Nikki's subsequent dire diagnosis, which led to emergency surgery and her temporary blindness, forced Victor to drop his petty grudges and reopen his heart to the one woman he's loved more than any other. Devoted fans know that there have been many other women, but also recognize, as Nikki said, that he is her soulmate, and Victor knows that she is that for him. Thomas Scott's character stood her ground when the topic of Jack Abbott, Peter Bergman, was raised as it had to be. Victor finally admitted that his love for Nikki was greater than his hatred of Jack. That was a needed breakthrough, and one that likely holds, which allows Nikki to move back home with her marriage fully restored. Matt was talking with Sienna Bacall, Tamara Braun, while Victor and Nikki were hashing out their restored marriage. The conversation Matt had with his ex-wife at the Midwestern edition of the Shadow Room was intriguing. Sienna believes Matt wants to be redeemed. Noah Newman, Lucas Adams, doesn't believe his enemy and is trying to convince Sienna that her ex-husband is playing off her good nature. Noah's instinct appeared to be reinforced when Matt didn't back off Victor, telling him that he will hold him to their agreement. Howarth's solid comedic skills shined again when Matt told Victor that the ankle monitor was itchy and that he was shacking up with his new woman, Phyllis. Matt's comments were not only hilarious, but they also implied that the remainder of summer will be scorching as he and Phyllis combine to antagonize the Newman family whenever it suits their soapy in Genoa City is reaching a boiling point, and no one understands the art of winning quite like Victor Newman. For decades, Victor has built his empire by refusing to surrender, no matter how powerful the opposition or how impossible the odds appear. This time is no different. While Matt believes he has finally found a way to corner the legendary businessman, he quickly discovers that challenging Victor Newman is a dangerous game, one that rarely ends in victory. As tensions rise, alliances begin to shift, long-hidden secrets threaten to surface, and Matt's carefully crafted strategy starts falling apart piece by piece. What seemed like a brilliant plan soon becomes the biggest mistake of his life. Victor sees every move coming. Victor has earned his reputation for a reason. Years of business battles and family conflicts have sharpened his instincts, allowing him to recognize a threat long before anyone else notices it. When Matt launches his latest offensive, he believes timing is on his side. He assumes Victor has become distracted by the ongoing turmoil within the Newman family and won't react quickly enough to stop him. That assumption proves to be his first fatal error. Instead of panicking, Victor quietly gathers information behind the scenes. Trusted allies begin investigating Matt's financial dealings, business partners, and personal connections. Every detail becomes another piece of a much larger puzzle. Before Matt realizes what's happening, Victor already knows far more about his opponent than expected. Matt's confidence begins to crumble. Initially, Matt enjoys watching Victor appear unusually calm. He mistakes that silence for weakness. Confident that he holds the upper hand, Matt pushes even harder. He pressures mutual business contacts, spreads damaging rumors, and attempts to isolate Victor from valuable partnerships. Unfortunately for Matt, each aggressive move creates new opportunities for Victor. Rather than responding emotionally, Victor patiently waits until the perfect moment to strike. His philosophy has always been simple. Never waste energy on revenge when strategy produces better results. As Matt celebrates small victories, Victor prepares a devastating counterattack. Family loyalty changes everything. The Newman family has never been free from conflict, but when an outsider threatens Victor, family members often find themselves standing together despite their disagreements. Several relatives who have recently questioned Victor's leadership begin reconsidering their positions after realizing Matt's true intentions. Even those who disagree with Victor's methods understand that allowing Matt to succeed could permanently damage the family's legacy. Old rivalries temporarily fade as protecting Newman Enterprises becomes the shared priority. Victor notices this growing support and uses it wisely. Instead of demanding loyalty, he inspires confidence through decisive leadership. His family may not always agree with him, but they cannot deny his ability to protect everything they have built. A dangerous secret emerges. Just when Matt believes he still has one final advantage, unexpected information threatens to destroy his entire operation. Someone close to Matt begins questioning whether remaining loyal is worth the risk. That uncertainty becomes Victor's greatest weapon. Without forcing anyone's hand, Victor allows the truth to surface naturally. The resulting revelations send shockwaves through everyone involved. Business associates start distancing themselves. Financial supporters begin asking uncomfortable questions. Former allies suddenly disappear. Matt realizes too late that trust, once broken, is almost impossible to rebuild. Victor delivers the perfect counterattack. Victor never believes in rushing toward victory. Instead, he waits until his opponent has exhausted every available option before making his move. When the opportunity finally arrives, Victor strikes with remarkable precision. Legal challenges appear unexpectedly. Business agreements collapse overnight. Critical investors withdraw support. Every escape route Matt thought he had carefully protected suddenly disappears. The speed of Victor's response leaves everyone stunned. Within days, Matt finds himself defending decisions that once seemed completely untouchable. Nikki becomes Victor's strongest supporter. Throughout every major battle, Nikki understands Victor better than almost anyone else. She recognizes that his calm exterior often hides an incredibly detailed strategy. Although she occasionally worries about the emotional cost of another confrontation, Nikki also knows Victor refuses to abandon the people he loves. Her encouragement gives Victor additional motivation during one of his most complicated challenges. Together, they demonstrate the strength that has carried them through countless storms over the years. Their united front sends a powerful message to both friends and enemies alike. The Newmans remain stronger together than apart. Matt realizes he's running out of options. As pressure continues mounting, Matt desperately searches for a way to regain control. He considers negotiating. He contemplates exposing additional secrets. He even thinks about walking away before things become even worse. Unfortunately, every possible solution arrives too late. Victor has anticipated each scenario. Every backup plan Matt prepared has already been neutralized. The realization slowly sinks in. This was never simply a business dispute. It became a battle against one of the most experienced strategists Genoa City has ever known. Unexpected alliances complicate the situation. While Victor's position grows stronger, several surprising characters begin entering the conflict. Some hope to benefit from Matt's downfall. Others see an opportunity to settle old scores with Victor. These shifting alliances create fresh uncertainty, ensuring that no one can predict exactly how events will unfold. Even Victor understands that every victory creates new challenges. Winning today's battle may only open the door to tomorrow's conflict. Still, he refuses to let uncertainty dictate his decisions. His focus remains fixed on protecting his family, his company, and everything carrying the Newman name. The emotional cost of victory. Even successful battles leave lasting scars. Victor may outmaneuver Matt, but every confrontation demands sacrifices. Relationships become strained. Trust becomes harder to rebuild. Family members question difficult decisions made in the heat of conflict.